All right, we're going to set up this Starfire base. All it really needs, the intonation was pretty spot on from the factory. So all I want to do is really, I want to adjust the truss rod and cut this nut high action at the nut down. Look at that. Crazy. You know, I wish companies would, this base is 600 bucks. I mean, it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. They should they should be doing this. It's ridiculous that they don't. So I'm going to do it. Here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen the truss rod. I'm going to see what the truss rod can do. I'm going to see how tight it is now and see how stout the wood is, because I always want to know that, because that's the kind of guy I am. So let's see where it is. Sometimes you got to move the string out of the way. Always use the right size. The worst thing is to strip that thing out. Wow. This might have a two-way truss rod and I'm going the other direction. I kind of hope that's the case, because that means this neck is pretty stout. Let's see what we got. I don't know. Keep turning it. I'm going for the loosening of it right now. But it seems really hard to turn. Yeah, I think that I got to go the other way. I think what we got is a two-way truss rod. Yeah, now it's getting easy now. Okay. There. Wow, that's almost no relief. Yeah, we got a two-way truss rod. This neck is pretty stout. That is good. Because even when the truss rod's in the middle, the neck's not all bowed. That is always good. The most important thing when you're doing this job is to check it constantly. Don't sit there filing for 20 minutes and then put the string back in. You might be in for a little shock. It's tedious, it's laborious, it takes a while. If you don't have patience, this job's not for you. So here's about where we're at right here. I might leave it right there. That's higher than I like. But I might just leave it there, and then I'm going to do the other ones. And maybe you can see it a little better if I tilt it. Still really high. Maybe I'll go down a little bit more. Start doing the other ones. This is pretty good. Wow, it's almost totally straight. Just the tiniest bit of relief. Hello? Hello? Okay, it's got to go up a little bit. Of course, if you never play that fret, does it really have to go up? That's a question for another day. One thing I noticed straight away is that the screws are different. This one's got a lot bigger slot than this one. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite a bit more sizable. So I'm gonna have to go up a little bit. Always use the right, going the wrong way. Always use the right screwdriver. A lot of people will use the wrong screwdriver and it looks nasty. Oh, this one just so much smaller. Is it going to fit in there? Just going to have to be careful here and think. Okay, let's see what that does. Still barking a little bit. That means this fret is high, so I might dress the frets a little bit. I'll probably play it for a while first off. Good. I like the action a little lower, but I always want the action a little lower. I'll show you what it is. About the 12th fret there. Where are you? That's too high. A little on the high side for me. Of course, if you really want low action on the bass, get you some flat wounds because they can go a lot lower. Okay, now we're going to check the intonation. Okay, I want to get this higher up. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, strings in tune, let's try it. Try not to block what you're looking at there. Okay, it's a little low, so that means the saddle's got to go that way. All right. So we're just going to adjust the saddle that way a bit. Yeah, I think I need a different screwdriver. Okay, all I've done is adjust the truss rod. The neck is straight. Cut the nut down a bit. It'll probably get cut more later. And I adjusted the action and the intonation. Sounds nice and in tune. Quacky on that one. I'm going to take the lower side down a bit. I'm going to take the lower side down a bit, see what happens. Okay, I tried lowering the top side too. We do have this issue. But I'll adjust the frets, mostly at the top. And I'll probably take care of that. So I lowered the bottom down, the E and the A down quite a bit. mind a little buzzing. I mean, it's got round wound strings. Plays good. So the one thing that might be tough if you're new to this is the two-way truss rod, because that can downright freak you out. It freaks me out sometimes, you know, because I've adjusted hundreds, and I mean hundreds of truss rods, but not hundreds of two-way truss rods. I mean a few, you know, but now they're fairly commonplace, so you're going to run into those truss rods, and it's like this one. I was trying to loosen it, and basically I was tightening it, going the opposite direction, because usually the neck will start to go like this, right? And then the truss rod pulls it straight. And now the truss rod will pull it that way too. I mean, if it's back bowed like that, the truss rod, it'll pull it straight. So that's basically my initial setup. I mean, a fret dressing isn't usually, I mean, like if a store sets up a guitar they sell, they're not going to dress the frets unless it's a piece of crap or it has some kind of issue. You know, like this one has the... This one fret is up a little too high, you know. And I bought brand new guitars and dressed the frets, and they always play better. They always, you know, they always do. But this one plays pretty good. I'll probably just play it for a while and see how it goes, and then go from there. Oh, there's a mark on this baby. Oh, it came off. Yeah, I don't see any marks. It's pretty clean. I mean, it is brand new. It should be clean. The fretwork looks pretty good. Just that one fret's a little bit high. But like there's no sharp edges. They did a nice job. They look a little bit like the guild I had from Korea. This one's from Indonesia. A lot of guitars are moving to Indonesia now. Anyway, that's like the fairly quick setup. I mean, the jack is loose. I'll do that. That's about it. Man, I figured out a long time ago, I'm not paying somebody to set up a guitar. I'll learn it myself. And I enjoy doing it. It's fun doing it. You may not want to learn on a $2,500 guitar. Learn on something cheap. You know, one of those cheap Squiers. The cheap ones, nowadays you can spend $400 on a Squier. So that's the setup of the guild. The guild is ready to rumble. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and start working on your own guitars. Stop giving people money. Peace out, everybody.